is the one we've been waiting for. Mark Stati and Mark Sarracino for a fourth time. JW John Wayne Parr in the corner of Mark Sarracino.
His opponent tonight fighting out of the red corner, weighing in at 62.2 kilos. 16 wins from 22 fights, representing the Matrix Gym. He is the WMC Australian welterweight champion, Mark Stati.
And a big ovation for Mark Stati from the Matrix Gym as JW removes the Moncon from his charge. Mark Sarracino. We're underway. First round set for 5x3. Full tie rules, knees and elbows, all the good stuff. If you have seen these two men fight previously here on Fox Sports, folks, you will know that in 2007, they provided what was arguably the fight of the year. Yet again, Hammer, most pundits are expecting we're in for another ripper.
We're in for a war. These two guys have fought more times than me and my ex-wife, but
no one fights that many times.
They're at it yet again, providing some great entertainment, and the crowds really come alive with this bout because they know what they're in store to see.
It is Sarracino in the blue, the taller, the lankier. Stati in the red. Pulls the head down of Sarracino early on here, wrenches him into the neutral corner. Don't forget, folks, if you want to stay up to date with all the latest information, check out sportsblitz.net. The International Kickboxer Forum is absolutely going off there. You can keep up to date every day. Also, if you're on Facebook, you can add us on there to a name search on facebook.com. High left round kick there from Mark Sarracino.
Sarracino now training out of Boonchu Gym on the Gold Coast under the tutelage of John Wayne Parr, of course, so he's going to be pumped having JW in his corner. And of course, Stati prepared by Peter Kemp at the Matrix Gym, another great gym on the Gold Coast, and geez, there's such a wealth of talent on the coast.
Nice crossing elbow from Mark Stati. Almost thought that Sarracino might have copped a count, but referee didn't think so. Good low check there from Stati. Overhand right from Sarracino. All tied up again in the red corner. They love the clinch, these two men. They love the knees, love the elbows. Almost a money box opener there from Mark Stati, trying to crack down on top of the cranium.
And just a quick shout out, a good mate that always tunes in and tells me he loves the fights. Danny, the Green Machine. Danny Green, big hello to you, mate, and hopefully catch up soon. Hope you're enjoying all the action.
Former kickboxer himself, Hammer, Danny Green.
In the olden days, and I hope he's enjoying retirement with the family. Last time I spoke to him, he was out, he's Winnebago, travelling around Torquay with the family.
Referee again keeping it nice and clean as we tick down into the final stages of the first round. The fourth instalment of Mark Stati versus Mark Sarracino. And you can already see why the first three fights between them have gone down into the annals of sports history as three classic Muay Thai contests.
Just two fighters that don't like to take a step back. You've got Stati with the height and reach advantage, and when he gets in close, he can work his knees well, and he lets the elbows fly nicely as well, Stati.
Beautiful uppercut elbow there, trying to sear the nose off of Mark Sarracino. Folds him in half of the knee to the midsection. Crossing elbow, looking to take his ear off. The Van Gogh technique. End of the round, Hammer.
Well, in contrast, you've got Sarracino, who is just one tough customer and is always there for the war. Have a look, he wears an elbow and just shrugs it off.
JW is always animated in the corner. Peter Kent in the corner of Mark Stati. Second round of 5. Full tie rules. A very close fight to call so far. Nice long reach on the left hand there from Sarracino. Outside thigh kick from Sarracino, and Mark Stati, those arms like an octopus, just long reach and ties up.
He's got, as I said, the height and reach advantage, but he's bending and sort of negating it. He wants to stay up nice and tall, nice and staunch. Keep Sarracino at the end of his jab if he can, at the end of the push kick. But instead he chooses to trade, shut down the distance and trade in close. Stati, I'm not sure if that's a good tactic for him.
Comments from the former Australian Cruiserweight champion, the Hammer.
Sarracino, nuggety fighter, short, tough and very strong. He takes a hit and gives it straight back. A good counter fighter is Sarracino.
Whipping high right round kick from Mark Stati. Missed the target, just whistled past the brow of Sarracino. Nice timed front kick. Stati catches the kicking leg, lets it go. Maybe he should have tried to sweep out the support leg, knee up the clacker. And the referee just breaks both men.
And this bout brought to us by B2B Capital Finance, Steve Roshi. Big thank you, Steve, and the B2B Capital Finance crew. All great sponsors of the Evolution events, and they wouldn't be possible without them.
The best Muay Thai events in Australia are right here at Evolution. Jab right hand from Stati, throws the outside thigh kick. Right hand lead from Stati, pulls the head down, elbow to the back of the neck, a very dangerous area to strike the top of the spine.
He got a little bit of tunnel vision there, did Stati, going for that downward elbow on the back of the head. I thought Sarracino was more plumb for a knee up to the face, but getting a little bit animated with the elbows. And he probably missed an opportunity there to launch the knee.
He's got a bit of carnage fever, Hammer. We will see the world's greatest elbow artist in action in our main event. Nathan Carnage taking on Leonard Sipolek, WMC world title on the line as Carnage puts up the belt. Good 1-2 there from Sarracino. Stati with a downward elbow. My word, he almost scalped him, Hammer.
Let's put a ring through the hole in the ring canvas.
And a big overhand right there from Mark Sarracino, then rips the knee to the liver section to Stati. This is a war of attrition in centre ring here in the second round, as we expected. These two men know each other so well. Surprisingly, Hammer, they don't negate each other.
They just like to trade, like two rams in the field that just button heads. See who's going to fall over first.
Wild's uppercut almost went through the ceiling there from Sarracino. Stati ties him up. Muay Thai plum around the back of the neck. Drills the knees in the red corner, an outside thigh kick. Long-reaching jab from Stati. A little sneaky Pearl Harbor knee. After the bell, 2 rounds down. JW pumps his fist in the air. He's happy so far with his charge, Mark Sarracino.
Well, he certainly is. And Stati's got a fair lump over his right eye now. And they will let impede the vision coming from the left-hand side of Sarracino. So if Sarracino works the left hook and the left step-through kick, Stati might have a bit of trouble picking it up because his eye's looking to be a little bit swollen. See if we can get a look at that. But Sarracino just letting the shots fly from all angles now. Stati landing some nice step-through knees. You've got to count them as well.
Third round of 5. Still a very close one to call. How are you scoring it wherever you're watching? We hope you're enjoying all the action of Evolution 13. Carnival of Carnage as the left hand rocks the head back of Mark Stati like an Oral B ad. They tie up and work the knees in the neutral corner. Both men love the grapple. Referee brings him back to centre ring. Who will get the upper hand as we move into what they call the championship rounds? Big inside thigh kick from Stati, wild overhand left from Sarracino, then goes to the outside lead thigh. Crossing elbow. Looking to take his eyebrow off was Mark Stati. And again with the elbow. Make it 3 in a row from Stati. And a little sneaky back elbow there from Sarracino just to let him know I can throw the elbows too, big fella.
Just on the inside there, there's elbows going aplenty. The slimmest of margins. You only got to leave an inch open for either of these two guys and they're going to try and get an elbow through.
And is locked down and a beautiful tie takedown there from Mark Stati, just wrenching the neck. Sarracino sprightly, back up to his feet. Uppercut elbow from Sarracino, then goes for the overhand right, crossing elbow again, and Sarracino doing a quick count of his teeth after that one. Digs away to the liver section on the right side of the body, fires a front kick to the face. Both of these men with more combinations than a bank safe. Beautiful uppercut there from Sarracino. All tied up against the ropes. And the referee may move in here, and he does. Hammer, the work rate of these two men, the cardio conditioning is just phenomenal. They have not relented from the opening bell of the fight.
And they've taken a lot of punishment. They've taken a lot of damage, a lot of body shots, a lot of knees to the body.
Oh, the big kibosh! The turning left hook from Sarracino, and Mark Stati splashes to the canvas. That was a huge turning left hand from out of nowhere by Sarracino. Came over the top of the right glove and he planted him like a tree.
Well, have a look at Stati. How tough is he? He's up on his feet. And he got very comfortable with the knee he landed. Sarracino timed it a treat.
Sarracino again going for the big haymaker. Mark Stati pulls himself off the canvas. Jumping round kick from Mark Sarracino. And he is putting it all on the line now. The man from the Boon Choo Gym. Gut munching knee, belly button through the back.
Well, this one's turned into an absolute corker and delivered
hammer.
everything it's promised.
Mark Stati is taking more knocks than a front door, but somehow he is still standing. Here come the power salvos again. Sarracino has unloaded.
Well, I think going into this one, it's Stati who's had the 2 wins. Sarracino's had 1. So if Sarracino wins this one, it's going to be 2 apiece. And then it's got to have another tiebreaker.
Have a look at this hammer. Mark Stati wearing more leather than the village people. The high knee in the corner didn't faze Sarracino. And that was as sweet a left hook as you're ever going to see.
It was. And as I said, just Sarracino is a great counter fighter. He'll wear the punishment, he'll wear the shots, look for the opening, bing bang, there it is, sweetly timed left hook.
4th round of 5, ownership in the 3rd round there for Mark Sarracino. Shot to the rib cage from Sarracino. You've got to ask the question, has Mark Stati fully recovered from the knockdown in the 3rd round? And once again, Sarracino turning back to that lead left hook.
Well, it's the handiwork of Sarracino that's paid the big dividends for him. Stati just relying on those knees. And you've got to remember, knee strikes score higher than punches. So he's putting down some good scoring on the scorecards, is Stati. But, of course, after those knockdowns, he's going to be in a bit of trouble.
Stati is not landing as many clean knees as Sarracino is landing clean punches.
Oh, yeah, but you've still got to count each knee shot is going to take a good 2 to 3 punches to make up the point of the knee strike. So he's stepping through and landing them. But nevertheless, it's all semantics, really, when you get knocked down with a couple of solid left hooks.
High knee, short right hand from Mark Stati, all tied up against the ropes again, and down they go to the canvas like a couple of wrestlers. Some quick instructions there in the red corner from the team from Matrix Gym to Mark Stati, because their fighter is really up against it at the moment.
The centre referee really needs to keep this one clean and keep a close eye on the 2 boys.
Beautiful jab from Sarracino. Nice knee across the waist there from Sarracino. Takes one to the lower lumbar region. Turning left hook again from Sarracino. Sticks out the jab. Outside thigh kick from Sarracino and a wild uppercut. Sarracino again, relying on his hands. A nice step through knee there from Mark Stati. Pulls the head down, going for the good night Irene. And now Sarracino momentarily in trouble.
Well, Stati just poising there, lining up the knee shots, but I think he's still a little bit in the fog after suffering a big knockdown in the previous round, and it certainly zapped his power and focus.
Turning right hand from Sarracino. Beautiful jab, smack bang on the schnoggin from Stati. Sarracino momentarily breathing through the back of his head. Stati ties up around the waist and almost takes a high knee. Referee a little slow to move in on that occasion. Final seconds of this round. Crossing elbow, but a good guard against it from Sarracino. Phenomenal work rate from both of these men, Hammer.
They just do not stop.
Where do you put the batteries?
They both want the win so badly. It's, you can just about taste it.
Turning left hand from Sarracino. Long-reaching left, smack bang on the kisser again from Stati. One more round to go.
And how tough is Mark Stati, and how focused is Mark Sarracino? Just work rate, and you can tell that the handwork of Sarracino has improved. John Wayne Parr has certainly put in the work with Sarracino, and it's showing. Stati, in turn, using his reach nicely. And what a great bout.
Both men will touch gloves. Great sportsmanship. A huge level of respect for each other. As I said, they've met 3 times before. Stati leads 2-1 at the moment. But Mark Sarracino is certainly looking to even up the score between these two arch rivals. Arch rivals in the ring, Hammer. Gentlemen outside the ring, both of them.
Couple of nice guys. Definitely very respectful.
All tied up like a ball of twine in the neutral corner.
Don't forget, folks, get your latest issue of International Kickboxer magazine. International Kickboxer magazine, the only magazine for the fight game, and the kickboxing and the Muay Thai. The innovator.
The original and the best, Hammer.
The innovator, not the imitator.
Australia's only kickboxing and Muay Thai magazine, International Kickboxer. Both these men just have a quick glance towards their corner. Nice front kick to the midsection there from Sarracino. Overhand right at a looping left hand. Might go for a back elbow here. Doesn't get the opportunity. As the seconds tick down in the 5th and final round. Nice shot to the liver.
Oh, there he goes again. Stati with lining up his knee strikes, and he knows that they're going to land some good scoring down on the scorecards for him. So he's got his focus back now, Stati. But the question begs to be asked is, will the knockdown be what sways it Sarracino's way?
How are you scoring at the moment, Hammer? If you have to give it one way, who you?
I was so close. It was so close before that knockdown, but the knockdown now, I'd say, is given it to Sarracino by a couple of points.
Do you see maybe, I've seen maybe 3 or 4 times of missed opportunities so far for Mark Stati in this fight, where he has pulled the head down of the shorter Sarracino but hasn't followed through with those knees.
Yeah, and Sarracino goes for the double arm guard, puts the gloves on the face, and Stati just hasn't been able to capitalise on the knees straight through the midsection and straight up through the guard. He does have some good knee work though, steps through nicely, delivers the knee with the clinch in fine style. In contrast, you've got Sarracino, who's outboxing Stati, so that's really the contrast in styles for this one.
Sarracino just tags him on the way in with a short right hand and a crossing right elbow. Stati may feel that the scorecards are stacked against him at the moment. Seems to be working for a knockdown here in the final round, but it's just not coming. They lock up against the ropes. One more. Referee will separate them. Has Mark Stati got one big salvo left? Uppercut from Sarracino and shrugs him off. Overhand right from the nuggety Sarracino. Wild uppercut, looking to tuck it under the jawline. And Mark Sarracino is bringing it home strongly with the handiwork.
He's just beating Stati to the punch. He's just getting that jab and uppercut in before Stati has a chance to lock the grapple. And that will probably be enough, and that will be the way of a win for Mark Sarracino.
What great sportsmanship there. Both men just embracing and showing their massive respect for each other. 5 rounds gone, Hammer. We go to the judges. How are you scoring it?
Well, you know what? I'd score it the way of a win to Mark Sarracino, and that makes it 2 fights apiece.
B2B Capital. It's for the WMC Australian Junior Welterweight title. We've got Leon from B2B Capital to present the belt. Ladies and gentlemen, we go to the judges' scorecards with a points decision. Who is now going to be crowned the WMC Australian Junior Welterweight Champion, Mark Sarracino.
Oh, there you have it. Here's elated Mark Sarracino evens up the score. They are now locked at 2 wins each against one another. And the question is, will we see number 5 to decide who will go up in this continuing series? The strap goes around the waist tonight, though, of Mark Sarracino, trained by JW out of the Boon Chu Gym. And folks, coming up next, the little pimp Dane, Daddy Cool Beecham.